Okay. This is Russia's turn. No one's a bit, but I'm doing it now. For 40 IPCs, this is what Russia is buying. 8 infantry and 4 artillery, and that's going to be all of Russia's money. We're going to be going at war with, the Axis powers. We're already at war with Japan anyways. And speaking, let's go straight into combat moves. We're going to take all the guys in number. So the 12 infantry into Korea. The 2 AAs can't move because they can't move during combat move, but those 12 infantry are going to be attacking the 4 infantry in Korea and hopefully try to take that factory. Yeah, there's that. Then over here, everyone in Bessarabia, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 mechs, and 2 tanks are going into Romania. A tank from Eastern Poland is going to Romania. And an infantry from Eastern Poland. Let me just trip this. An infantry from Eastern Poland is also going into Romania. Everyone else in Eastern Poland, which is 5 infantry, are going to go into Hungary. Except for the 2 AAs, because they can't move during combat. Anyways, everyone in the Baltic states, which is 4 infantry, plus another, 6 infantry, and 2 artillery, are going to go into Poland against the 1 German infantry there. I'm not looking at the camera as I do this, so whenever I look, I'm like, oh, I gotta move it. And then up here, the boats in 127, the battleship and the sub, we're gonna go to 125. No, 124. They're gonna go into 124. Actually, hold on. Give me 1 sec. I think I'm gonna put them in 125. Just give me a sec. Okay, so we're gonna have the boats in 124, except for the sub, which is gonna go into 125 to convoy the Germans. Yeah, let me go grab a convoy marker out of my. This is just where I keep a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's go back. Okay, convoy. Convoy marker. There we go, so we're going to be convoying the Germans there. And then, finally, we're going to have the units in Karelia go into Finland, so the 2 infantry and artillery. And then we're going to move a plane, a fighter, from Leningrad into Finland. It's going to just go 1, 2. And then the remaining planes, so the 2 TACs and the 2 fighters in Finland are going to go down into Slovakia, Hungary. So 2 TACs and 2 fighters in Slovakia, Hungary. And that's going to be it for the combat move. So now it's going to combat. And we'll just start off with Korea. So let me just take the guys. And, I could edit all this boring stuff out, but, a bit too lazy to do that. Just shuffle over. I gotta shuffle very slowly because there's not room for me to have such a big table that comes at the cost of a walkway. Okay, so 12 Russian infantry against 4 Japanese infantry. And then we got Russian dice. So I got 10 1 dice, so I'm going to roll the 10 and then roll an additional 2. So the 10 and then the 2 for a total of 12, and then let's move these guys out of the way. So my 12 Russians. That was a miss there. And then, okay, so let's just get the dice over. Well, that's already 4 hits, surprisingly. So I don't even need a roll for the remaining 2 Russians, because that destroys the Japanese. Okay, I'm fine with that. Anyways, let's roll for the 4 Japanese. My greens are my 2s. They got 3 hits. Okay, I'm fine with that. Both me and the Russians, me and the Japanese did better than expected. I gotta chip this out. I lost 3 of those guys. I have, jeez, not helpful. Also, I'm able to go to war with the Germans and the Italians because, you know, London has fallen. Some of my board isn't updated, but I made sure I updated the parts I needed to update. Is this the correct amount? Let's see, I'm left with 3. Okay. So if I lost 3 infantry, I'm left with 9 infantry left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, of course, the Japanese are destroyed. So we're going to be taking Korea. Jesus. Maybe I shouldn't have such a big table. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of walking back and forth. You know, you could just skip to the end and tell me, and when I tell you where all the units are, that actually is probably what you're going to do. Okay, so I take Korea with 9 infantry. Woohoo, and that gets me $3 and takes the Japanese down 3. And I also get a nice factory there. Very nice, okay. I will just do Finland next. Finland, I have 2 infantry and an artillery. And Germans have 2 infantry. Oh, I have 2 infantry and artillery and a fighter, and the Germans have 2 infantry. I'm not going to move them over this time. I think you can figure out stuff, okay? Here the 2 German infantry at 2. I have 2 hits on the dice. The Russians are going to get boosted up by their artillery. And the Russians have heavy artillery, so their artillery boosts 2 infantry instead of just 1 infantry at a time. So all 3, the 2 infantry and the artillery, are going to be rolling at 2s. The 2 Germans, the 3 Russians, because it's 2 Russian infantry and artillery. And then this is the 3 dice for the Russian fighter. Okay, so let's roll for the Russians first. They got 2 hits. Now roll for the Germans. They got 2 hits, surprisingly. So the Russians are going to... Well, I guess the Russians are going to lose their 2 infantry. Not necessarily expecting that. So they're losing 2 infantry. And then they are going to take it, though. That's 2 IPCs for them. And then we'll land the fighter later. Actually, yeah, we'll land the fighter later. But we're taking Finland with an artillery. Okay. Jeez. Hold on, I'm gonna just pause this and just set up the remaining battles. Okay, so this is Poland battle. Germans have 1 infantry, Russians have 6 infantry with 4 of them boosted by 2 artillery. The Russians' amazing technology. We only got 1 hit, but that's sort of what we needed. See what the Germans get. Come on, okay, stop rolling so well, Germans. They got a hit, so we're gonna lose an infantry. And Germans with an infantry. So we're taking Poland with 5 infantry and 2 artillery. Okay, this is for Hungary. The Germans have 6 infantry. I have 5 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tanks. The reds are the 4 dice. Just like that. Let's just roll the Russians. Or system, that's a blank. So 1, 2, 3 hits. Okay. So the Germans are going to be left with 3 infantry. Then we got to roll for the 6 German infantry that there was. Two hits. So I'm left with 3 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tanks, and the Germans are left with 3 infantry. You know, we're gonna keep on attacking. So 3 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tanks. Okay, so 2 hits. The 3 German infantry, 1 hit. So the Germans are left with 1 infantry. I am left with 2 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tanks. Yeah, that's right. Well, I got 2 hits, but only 1 hit matters. Well, for the Germans, they got a miss. So I'm taking, this is for Slovakia, Hungary, taking it with 2 infantry, 2 fighters, and 2 tanks, which are of course going to land later. Okay, this is the final battle for Romania. This is what I'm going up against. I don't think I really need to speak for this battle. 2 artillery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry, of which 4 of them are going to be boosted. This is my nice artillery bonus. 2 mechs, 2 tanks. I got a hit, surprisingly. Okay, then the Germans missed. Okay, so non-combat moves. 2 anti-aircraft are going into a mirror. 6 guys from, 2 anti-aircraft from a mirror going to Korea. The 6 guys from Bryanti are going to a mirror. The 2 infantry and artillery in Ukraine are going to just rail into all the units in Romania. The 2 anti-aircraft, all the planes that were in all the battles are going to land in eastern Poland. The anti-aircraft in eastern Poland and in the Baltic states are going into Poland. And look at that. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then up here, 3 Russian infantry. From Leningrad. And of course my phone randomly cuts out. I don't know why. It's not like it's on low battery or anything. It just suddenly glitched out. Anyways, I was saying 3 infantry from Leningrad. I think I have like 7 infantry in there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 8 infantry. I had 8 infantry, but 3 of them gonna rail down into Poland. And then I think we're gonna send 4 into the Baltic states, and then the remaining 1 debating on whether to I'm gonna send them up north into Karelia. Okay, so overview. I have 9 guys and 2 anti-aircraft artillery in Korea, 6 guys in Amur, 3 in Szechuan. Oh, gotta do my build, hold on. 2 infantry and artillery going to Volgograd, 2 infantry and artillery going to Ukraine, 2 infantry and artillery going to Russia, 2 infantry and artillery go to Leningrad. Simple, just like that. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah. 9 guys, 2 anti-aircraft in Korea, 6 guys in Amur, 3 guys in Szechuan, 2 guys in artillery in Stalingrad, 2 guys in artillery in Moscow, 2 guys in artillery in Ukraine, 3 tanks, 2 mechs, 3 artillery, 8, 9 guys in Romania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 guys in Romania. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 3 artillery, 3 tanks, 2 mechs, and 9 guys in Romania, 2 guys in Hungary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, 2 artillery, and 4 anti-aircraft in Poland. 8 guys, 2 artillery, 4 anti-aircraft in Poland. 3 fighters, 2 tanks in Eastern Poland. 4 guys in Baltic states, 2 guys in artillery in Leningrad, 1 guy Karelia, 1 guy Finland. Sub in 125, convoy in Germany, battleship in 124. The total income for the Russians is going to be, they've taken, I think it's like 13 IPCs. So they start off with 37, plus 3 for Romania, 3 for Slovakia, 2 for Poland, 2 for Finland, 3 for Korea, because Korea is not a starting Chinese territory, so it doesn't go to China. It goes to me, Russia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 37 is going to be 50 IPCs I'm going to get, and then plus another 17 for all my national bonuses, because I'm going to get 3 for Romania, 3 for Slovakia, 100 3 for Poland, 3 for Finland, and 5 for no Axis warships in 125. That is, I believe, 17 I'm getting. So 50 plus 17 is going to be 67 IPCs Russia is going to be collecting this turn. So on to the next player.